Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Sergeant Neutral Play Survival Chaos. We are playing as the Night Elves against the Dark Horde, the Goblins, and the Orcs. So before we begin, of course, we have to send our good luck, have fun to everybody. Because, what's the point of life if you can't have a little bit of fun here and there? So, Night Elves. This is a race we haven't seen in a long time. So let's see just what the dice gods are feeling right now. Alright, so that is going to be a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Solid. Living Armor, Spell Resistance, Dryad, Enchantress. Solid lineup here.
Upgrade complete.
The upgrade has indeed been completed. Alright, so we've got the Orcs on this end. No gold mine. A gold mine here. And the Dark Orcs here. So that'll be very, very interesting opening here. And as you can see, for those of you guys who don't know, we're just going to be throwing that up there. Minus 20% research speed. Ooh, it's a kick in the balls. But hey, sometimes that's just how things start. We're definitely going to be starting with living armor, just to make sure we can get that kind of like solid, not only base defense, but also because once again, it adds a 0.25 HP per second life regeneration, which is kind of insane. Because even though it doesn't cast like an aura or anything that deals like some damage, it certainly can do a little bit more than anticipated. So yeah, so Blackberry Honey, Pichu 008, and then finally Mimo Cut. All along the lines there. So we have one level of building health again, so of course they're going to be pushing into us. Our early dryads here aren't going to be enough to really kind of like swing it around, but it looks like Fire Tree Priest. Yeah, so this is we've got mage bonus and mage bonus here, and I would like to save up for about 1,000 to go into the middle and hopefully maybe take the middle down a little bit, because we do have living armor, which helps a little bit in terms of mitigating early game lack of upgrades. But we are going to be defending here fairly seriously. Yeah, because they already have healing hands going here. So the Dark Horde is going to be a potentially fairly spicy group of boys to deal with. But we're holding off better than against the Orcs. But remember, the Orcs, I believe, have like an extra 12%... an extra 12% unit damage right off the bat. So certainly that's going to give them a huge advantage early game. But so far, yeah, I think we are going to want to go just straight tier 2 in the middle, even though we're not having a ton of pressure coming in from there. It's one of the situations where I would love to get that extra moolah, that cash money, that good, everybody. And then I think we'll probably be going for some basic Moon's Chant. I don't think it's be a bad thing, and we won't need to send out another unit here. We're going to be just fine. Where do I want to put that there? Basic Wild Wrath for more base defense. No, I think basic Moon's Chant is kind of the more ideal choice here. And once again, another reason why I decided to go tier 2 in the middle here is so I could hopefully provide a little more pressure on the goblins, because I am worried about the goblins not having any pressure on them, just because endgame they can be such a pain to deal with. Really kind of a big old bummerino. Yeah, and this is a nothing push, so you know, it's going to be irritating because you're going to get a really good spawn on us. We're probably going to meet up around here-ish. And that, unfortunately, is going to really slow down our ability to kind of like throw them back, but c'est la vie, that's how it be sometimes. And we're going to be picking this up, and we're going to be having enough money to pick up just a couple more units here that we can throw at them. And once again, all seems to be going fairly heavy into economy, it seems. I would love to know where Mimo Cut is pressuring, so I could potentially add a little bit more pressure. But unfortunately, it is not the case. We got an amazing spawn, and frankly, that might be enough, depending on how quickly we can get to that back line. That might be enough to really hold the line. And great, so we've picked up the living armor here. I'm tempted to go for basic Wild Wrath because we are going to be under a fair amount of pushback here for just a second. So I think I will be picking up just one level of that and then going straight into probably basic Earth armor. Plus 2 unit armor is not a bad thing either. So we're just going to queue that up and kind of like let it ride. Once again, keeping an eye on... Okay, so he's already got one level of magic. But no units, no unit bonuses. So I would assume that that means... Oh, we've got to get some information here. Only 1 level of building armor. Interesting. Was not able to quite see what was there. But good, we are pushing back against Pichu. And I think actually probably our next big pickup should be against the Dark Horde here, because we know how powerful they can get, and they just seem like a ton of fun. I mean, that one game we played with them is, fun fact, still the only game I've ever played with them, was just a blast. It was so much fun. They're such a fun race to play with. So yeah, but of course that means that we're certainly going to want to make sure we can keep an eye on them and kind of keep them in the back line. Yeah, because we're all going that way. I think we pick it up. For 3, 2, 1. Yeah, because we're holding Blackberry Honey right here. Because that... Oh, I was going to be picking up Druidism, wasn't I? Yes, I was. But with that captured neutral building, that should also provide just a little extra source of income, so we'll be able to catch up to basic Druidism right there. Amazing. Yeah, and we are chewing through that. Living armor is just giving us a little extra bonus to really kind of help our front lines here, because the HP per second regeneration is really nice. But at the same time, we have to make sure that that's not all we have going for us. Pichu 2 has gone into tier 2 here, which means hopefully he won't have quite enough to go... Oh, never mind. There's the Fire Gut Brutes. So he immediately responded to that, but we were able to take that neutral 75 gold away from him, which is a mwah, delicious. I love it very much. And here we're still holding, but it looks like they are going to start pushing us back here fairly comfortably, so we're definitely going to want to keep an eye on that potential Wam Dongler. You know, I'm always afraid of making up words like this, because I'm always like, what if I all of a sudden just make up a word that turns out is like a deep, deep, horrifyingly offensive slur in, like, you know, Southeastern Africa or something like that. I really don't want to all of a sudden, like... A, hurt anyone's feelings, or B, you know, 10 years from now, all of a sudden be like, well, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Neutral, what exactly did you mean by calling someone a Fazba Whoop digging da ba da boo dee da da? I was like, well, you see, I don't know. It was a joke for an internet video. I hoped it would be funny. All right, so good. That was a tier 1 that we were able to get out from him. We have a huge backline here. We just picked up another level of Moon Chant. I think we are going to be picking up another level of it, just so we can really keep that damage output fairly oppressive. Because, frankly, the only type of oppression I like is in video games. But here we are. So, Pichu 08... He should be getting another spawn soon, like in the next few seconds or so, but, oh, we were able to start hitting his barracks just a smidge, and we now have 1,500. Barracks level 1, Fortress level 2, he's just started building. I would like to go to Fortress level 2. That way, at the very least, we can start getting Force of Nature, Moonglaive, like all this good stuff could be really, really nice to have. And once again, we're still keeping up this oppression. Like, really just, there's a lot of pressure on his barracks right now. Black Citadel still level 1. Did he go? He went straight to tier 3 into me. All right, so we're gonna... I think we're gonna take advantage of that and send a hero into it. And here, I think, frankly... I'd rather do this. Hide my buildings just so we can make sure that we don't get caught with our pants down or anything. Yeah, Force of Nature for sure. Force of Nature's so good. I mean, you guys know me. Anything that gives me more units is, like, absolutely top tier for me. So we're chewing through them here. I'm also going to make sure that we have about 1,000 here. So I think we're probably going to be sending out Tyrande. And then hopefully by the time we send out Tyrande, especially if we're just kind of like chill and not spend too much money here, we should be able to really send out Tyrande and then get the tier 3 going fairly quickly. So yeah, we're already sitting at 500. We're going to be getting a couple, like 200 more gold here. 611. Once again, we're still holding on relatively comfortably to the mid, but once again, the classic, you know, full melee damage builds are nothing to be kind of like sneezed at or laughed at. Yeah, because with someone like Tyrande with True Aim, Aura, Starfall, and Rejuvenation, that she's a real problem to kind of deal with here. But I will send her out because we are in range and we're going to be able to, like, throw, you know, she's not going to be getting kind of, like, completely slammed by the enemy. So we are going to be picking up improved Earth Armor because I'm not going to be using a tier 1 or a tier 2 or anything. I'm just going to let Tyrande kind of take the hits here. Because 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we are. They are starting to push back a little bit, but you know, it's nothing devastating at all. Starfall jokes turns out is giant lightning bolts are coming in. Yeah, so boom, 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 boom. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, and unfortunately, they're starting to kind of take control here, but that's kind of anticipated with the amount of damage he's starting to put out here. But luckily, we have Force of Nature, which is excellent. I would like to pick up Vengeance, but I think the Vengeance is going to be coming in after I go tier 3 here, because tier 3 is kind of a huge priority. Because hopefully that means we'll also be able to kind of like really keep him on his back foot. 1,500, good. And then the Vengeance is 600 gold. So once again, these are not cheap upgrades in any way, shape, or form. But we've got a really just chill kind of like little vibe going on here, and I'm totally fine with that. And so we're pushing in. I think we're 3-2 and they're 4-0, so that's still okay. Force of Nature, Vengeance. There it is. So we're going to be picking up Vengeance, and now we can look at kind of like advanced Earth Armor, some more basic Moon's Blessings. Like, we can get some good stuff going here. Barrack's still level 1, Fortress level 2. 6, yeah, alright, so he's turtled hard, so we're gonna have to really keep an eye on that. I'm gonna be picking that up. Though I think, unfortunately, he's going to get a great spawn and a very unfortunate spawn for... Oh, never mind, we got really top-tier level spawn here. Ooh, Tyrande, I wish you hadn't run all the way back, because we could have used a little more damage from you. Alright, so we're pushing. And here we are. Here we go. Okay. Good, he's dropping a lot of units. Here. We're going to be getting advanced enchanted Earth Armor, whatever this is called, Living Armor. Barracks Elves level 3. Still Black Citadel level 1, so he has no nukes available. And it looks like we're going to be able to start hitting his buildings here. Oh, in a big way we're going to start hitting his buildings. And once again, with the Starfall going in, that's going to be quite nice. We're going to throw out Furion. Just so he can kind of get some good experience in the mid, because it looks like we should be taking this barracks here, hopefully. Unfortunately, a bad time to have Starfall come in. Because I would have really, really loved that a little bit more had we had more units to hit that with. We are going to be picking up Advanced Earth Armor. Black Citadel finally level 2, so he might be saving up for a hero here. But here come more units. Okay, so there's Cho'Gall. But we've got... Oh, I thought we had a couple siege units going in there. Fortunately, we did not. What else can we really be picking up here? There are certainly things we can be doing. I think upgrading that might be a mistake. It also might not be. Only time will really tell. But I think we're also going to be picking up this just because we're going to want to be able to defend our base just a little bit more here. And I also think, frankly, let's get some more archers and 2 more dryads to kind of help here. And the reason why I'm not sending out melee units is because I want them to start clumping up a little bit more back here. That way we can build more aggressive, a more aggressive of a backline.
Research finished.
We're going to be picking that up as well, and we've got a huge push going in here. So this will give us a lot of information here. 0 armory upgrades. We'll see how this goes. Excellent, excellent storm here. Dalren Blackhand, he's throwing a lot of stuff my way. Here comes our little extra wave here. I'm surprised he hasn't tier 2'd us yet. Yeah, and alright, so he tier 2'd us. Good. There's the tier 2 that we were anticipating. We picked up his upper barracks. Incredible start. We love that. So much so that I think we're actually going to be able to go tier 3 here. And then... yeah, that's going to be irritating to deal with, but certainly also not the end of the world. I'm mostly concerned just because there's so many... there's so many units, basically. Oh, so many heroes, mostly. Armory level 3, so that's definitely something I should address. But here we are. We are starting to kind of, like, slowly make our way here. 476, 5... Alright, so we finally hit 500. Is there any of these that I also kind of want to pick up? I think Moonglaive could be nice. Oh, bear form. Absolutely bear form. So Furion has died. That is sad. But we're going to be making a fair amount of money here, and I think if we throw out Maiev, we should be able to handle that. And we're just really pushing in on Blackberry Honey. Zero. Maiev or Furion? I think probably... I think Furion could be really, really solid here. Because I will have to address this. It's probably just going to have to be a tier 2 that we just kind of, like, suck up and deal with. Excellent. 4, 3, 2, 1... now all of a sudden I immediately wish I'd done. All right, so they're just all gonna chill for a second. Everybody focus on Cho'Gall. You focus on units. But Cho'Gall and his wave stuff need. I don't want them to be a thing. Barracks level 3, so he responded super fast. Okay. Oh, Lever Blues lost his bottom barracks, so yeah, he just had a really... Oh, and here come the 2 Drakes. So the comm had to have tier 2'd that. I think we'll pick this up because we'll have enough to send another hero out here or here by the time we kill these guys. And actually, those Drakes are going to be providing a really solid amount of help for us here. At least in terms of keeping the middle under control. We are taking a fair amount of barracks damage, but of all barracks to take damage, this is not the one I'm worried about. 2, 1, 0. Alright, there goes Cho'Gall. Now we'll be able to kill Dalrend. Bye-bye, Dalrend. Now let's focus on Black Drake, Red Drake. They're the exact same. At least in terms of stats. Now we are going to be going tier 3 in there, so everything is tier 3. Hooray, hooroo. Kalu, kalay. Alright, here comes... Oh, no, thank you very much for that little assist there. Then entangling roots should be quite helpful for us. They're 6 and 3. Alright, so we're pretty much at the exact same levels. Oh, they move now. I didn't think the wisps could move. Very cool. Okay, but the good news is there's not that much to deal with immediately. Yeah, Gazlo. Yeah, so they're... Pichu's... Poor Pichu's just had a real rough go at it here. Yeah, so that's going to be a problem. This is also going to be a problem. This is not going to be a problem. I just want to see level 3. Okay, so just like Mimokut is just level 3. That's fine. Unfortunately, I don't think I got that building. No, we only killed 1 building here. So actually, Mimokut got a lot more gold here than I did. But we'll be able to send Tyrande out to deal with this, and then we'll have Furion to deal with that. So the heroes are coming out. They're coming out strong. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We'll send her out. 2, 1, 0. We're already start repairing. Starfall there is going to really, really chew apart kind of just like their general vibe. Oh, don't want the barracks to take the aggro here. It's very much taking the aggro here. Zero. Okay. I think we're all right. I don't think we'll lose that. I hope we don't. But no, they're starting to pull some stuff away from it. Razzle is going down. Okay, so that was relatively painless in terms of what I was afraid of. And here we're just going to hit this middle ground here. The great outdoors, indeed. And I think it's time for us to make sure our units don't just die out the drop of a hat, but first imbued living armor, just so we can really get these buildings back up to a healthier point of view. Ah, yes, the sky fortresses. So it begins then. So it begins indeed. 11, 10, 9, 7, 6. Now, Furion, out of pretty much all the heroes here, I'm the least worried about him taking damage. because he does have kind of like crazy amount of heals that are at his list here. 1918, yeah, we're doing just fine. I want to save up 2,000 so I can put it in the middle here, because we're just gonna kind of mutually destroy ourselves. But I see that this is also tier 4 with the Sky Fortresses, so we are gonna be throwing them down this way. Because this is fine, we're gonna be able to push out relatively quickly. And what do those upgrades look like? 7-4. Yeah, so we need to upgrade our armor here. Because our regen just isn't gonna cut it at this point. But that's what I love. Look how quickly that HP is regenning on a building. It's a building, mind you. Like, that's not nothing. Unfortunately, Tyrande is gonna die pretty quickly here. I'd love to have a ton of gold, if that's cool. If someone could just give me a whole hell of a lot of gold, I'd be okay with it. Ooh, that was a dragon. But hopefully that means we'll be able to take Cho'Gall's gold. Then we'll be able to dedicate it down here to tier 4. Wish that hadn't happened. No, don't let them take it from us. Okay, I think we got him. Maybe not. Sky Fortress is just very powerful. Very, very, very powerful. Okay, so we're at 1600. We've got a great push coming in here. We still have a lot of mana. I just really need tier 4 in the mid. Perfect. And I think we're 5-4. Yeah, and they're 6-6. Not quite what we want. When I say not quite, I mean really not what we want. We're just not quite able to take out that Sky Fortress in time. There's the tier 2. That's what I was looking for. Wish we'd pop Tranquility at like a similar time, but unfortunately it is not the case. And then all of a sudden the level 6 Rexar. That's how powerful that nonsense is. But on that note, all my heroes are still out and about. Okay. So I think that means we're just going to be upgrading our base defenses here. Yeah, because that's just a lot of damage that's going to be pumping in to us. Bonus attack rate and evasion could also be really, really nice, so I'll be picking that up. Then I could also start thinking about getting like ancient treants and stuff like that. 2, 1, 0. Immediately start repairing again. I'm gonna tier 1 all of that. Drop them for just a little more, you know, front line there. And I would really kind of enjoy being able to go for tier 3 so we could maybe get Tiny out on the field. Here, let's throw out Furion. Just because he's going to be really able to help us out in terms of keeping them on a bit of a back foot. Here comes a big push from the middle down. Tyrande once again really, really putting in work. Okay, perfection. We are pushing that out. Tree of Life level 3. Because I think Lesser Starfall could also really help our case here. Was that a tier 2? I hope it was. Oh yeah, it must have been, because that was Razzle Dark Brew. I think, unfortunately, we are going to have to hold off a little bit in terms of damage and bouncing projectiles. Yep. I am going to send out my Ev to deal with this. Oh, 2 coming into me. That's not very nice. I have to send it out. Just no point. And yeah, because I would have lost a tower. Rexar's finally down. I didn't see any catapults, I don't think. And we're still pushing along. We're not pushing along great. Certainly not as well as I would like us to be pushing. Okay, so he's going all in on mid against me. This might be a death here. I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna be able to deal with this, but we'll find out. Yeah, because they just absolutely curb stomped me. And you can probably see that I have no heroes. And I just spent my tier 2. Okay, not good. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to be dealing with this, but I think we can find a way.
Upgrade complete.
Upgrade complete. And of course they got a great spawn, but hopefully we'll be able to kill a couple units here. Okay, we got to let him get closer, unfortunately. Oh my god, there's so much going on the screen right now. I'll take that as a loss. That's okay. I would like to be able to click my Ancient of War. Okay, we're gonna lose that tower as well. Come on, 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 come on. Oh my god. Wasn't quite able to get there in time. I'm losing that middle barracks. It's not great, but if we can get Tiny into the middle, we might have a chance of pushing back. We were like 100 gold off. This is not even a great push at all. I think we might have to start getting a little bit down and dirty here. Okay, well the good news is they're pushing in so fast. Okay, and we're pushing down there. We're researching that. Got no heroes available here. Gotta get that. Alright, so unfortunately, try and contain them for a little bit until one of our heroes dies. Try and hit Thrall. Yes, good, good, good. Now try and divert. We'll have Thrall, we'll have the barracks hit Thrall now. Might as well go for tier 4. Allies hero has fallen. Yep, anticipated. 8, 7, 6, 5. Gotta juggle it back a little bit. There it is. Because I'm really just using this for the stun more than anything. Unfortunately, we lost that as well, but that means we can get Furion out. Okay, that's a big push going into the orcs. Big push going into me. 2, 1, 0. Level 1 Samuro. If he's not going to tier 2, that barracks is done. Oh, perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Pop. Oh my god, but nothing is even close. Okay, well the good news is it's his building is weak enough that I should be able to sneak a shot in. Good, that's a big push going in there as well. Orcs held that off. Because I need 7 for each. Yep. Alright, so this is going to be tough. If we can kill attack bot. Good, good, good. Unfortunately, Tiny is going to go down.
Our allies' hero has fallen.
I am the hound.
Okay, well, the good news is that should all be relatively taken care of now. Improved nature armor we can finally pick up. Just everybody focus Razzle. Not a ton of avenues for us to upgrade. Pick that up. Tier 2 me. Oh, you bastard. Oh, you wee bastard.
Our town is under siege.
Alright, our town is... Oh my god, it's super under siege. Okay, well, Tiny, out you go. Gotta cancel that. Alright, we made that money back. Repair. Seven, 6, 5, 4. This is... Woo-wee! All right. Yeah, those goblins just had a pretty... They were able to defend well early game, and that's just not what you want goblins to do. So we're getting that, which is good. Got no heroes on this end and a big push coming in. Luckily, there's also another equally miserable push coming in there. 3, 2, 1. The Arch, yeah, so Furion can do that. Maiev and once again Tyrande are going down there. Certainly might have preferred a different allocation, but that's okay. Advanced Nature's Armor, I think, is just the better of the two. I just need to pop this. If I can pop this, I'm gonna be okay. Because they're just very small waves coming in. Okay, now I have to play this very, very well. Nope, that's game. Yeah, that... I needed Fury in there. I can maybe keep holding here. Like, if we get... No. Nope, 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 nope. And there goes our fortress. There was just nothing I could do there, unfortunately. Yeah, so obviously my biggest mistake was tier 2ing right here a little prematurely against the orcs. But then again, I wasn't anticipating him being able to go full tilt into me, but that's how it is sometimes. And yeah, 9 and 6, we're 6 and 6, so like respectable, but that's the way the news goes, unfortunately. Oh, please tell me we're just gonna pop his barracks. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Oh, I'm so sorry, Memo Cut, but like, that's funny to me. That's deeply, deeply entertaining. Yeah, and now he's also gonna have Korgal coming in. It's gonna be kind of an interesting way to see how. Oh, but just the no armor is really biting him in the butt now. Really kind of in a brutal way. Especially if Tyrande can just kill off these last few stragglers. Yeah, because our other two heroes there are holding as well as they can, but... Because does he have... He does have enough for one more tier 2. But a tier 2 is not going to be... Oh, yeah, there goes another tower. Yeah, so Tiny was just able to go to town here. Yep, so that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. I think it is very safe to say that the orcs were able to hold off long enough here. Blackberry Honey really, really, really played very, very well here. Was able to turtle, and to me, most impressively, really kind of keep the goblins under control. But yeah, no, unfortunately, this is really just a matter of time. Please tell me he's upgraded that to at least 3. Yes. Tyrande just fell. Tiny's also gonna die. And Memo Cut's fighting to the end. Absolute legend. Oh, and of course, I'm curious, total gold. Yeah, so these two are the ones with the most gold. Pretty clearly. What's gold mid? What did gold mid look like? Alright, good. We had the most gold mid. And that's gonna be it. Yeah, he's throwing everything down. Kind of a final hurrah, a last huzzah. And Furion, as always, is just being kind of a pain in the ass. Barracks level 4. Yeah, I mean, he is ascendant at this point. 'Cause that's the risk of having 0 armor. Because that can really hurt just how much damage you're gonna get. Damage reduction only 15%, whereas here, damage reduction 17%. You know, that wasn't quite as good of an example as I'd hoped, but here, 7,500 health, 4,000 health, and that makes a huge difference. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this episode of Sergeant Neutral Plays Survival Chaos. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and join the Neutral Army. Hopefully, I'll be able to bring you guys a win next time, and if not, hopefully the next. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your week.